You niggas can't walk the path that I walk. Niggas can't do the things that I do. Niggas can't live the way that I live. Might not be the same result for you.
I'm about halfway to nowhere, and I know what I gotta do. I'm about peace that's unfolding, and I just need God to come through. I need love, I need patience. Take me back to the basics. I just need one more shot at living. I just need one more shot like Pippin.
Niggas can't walk the path that I walk. Niggas can't do the things that I do. Niggas can't live the way that I live. Might not be the same result for you.
You.
Good morning. Good morning. Off to
Morning,
the finals.
morning.
Big shout out to all the Oklahoma natives.
Yeah.
The
OKC
Thunder Nation.
Yeah.
The number one, the Thunder. Got them fundamentals, baby.
Hey, yo, it's crazy that we got somebody on our show that's a Thunder fan. You
Just
can't
so
make
happy,
yourself,
right?
Like,
Thunder Nation.
Come on. First of all, we from the tri-state area. How the hell do we got somebody on a goddamn show that's a real Thunder fan? That's crazy.
Yes, let me break down the story real quick, fellas, when we get all into the show this morning. It's plain and simple, man. Growing up in a small hometown in Jersey City, New Jersey, I was a big-time Lakers fan back in the day because the Lakers was the best team. I ain't going to sit here and act like I knew anything about nothing, but they was the best to me. They was the blackest and the best, right?
So as you grew up, you went with the team that was hot at the time.
At the time, it was only like one channel. You watch basketball, you seen the Lakers and the Celtics. Who are you going to take? You know the old saying, it's a fight, a black and a white. If the black don't win, then we all jump in. You know what I'm talking about? So I went with the black team. You know what I'm saying? I used to be pro-black. I still am pro-black. Well, you know, semi-pro-black. You know what I'm talking about? But anyway, after that, a guy by the name of Irvin Magic Johnson had been forced to leave the NBA after winning several championships with my greatest player of all time at the time, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, also known as Lou Alcindor, representing the South Bronx. Anyway, once Magic left the league, man, he played. Y'all remember his ending. He hit the half-court three-pointer in the All-Star game and all that. Oh, y'all wasn't born yet. Anyway, Kim definitely was there. He just might have been a little younger than me 1 year, that's all. But anyway, let's fast forward. After Magic League, I banned the NBA. I boycott. I don't even watch it. Unlike a lot of brothers and sisters now that can't keep a protest long, I didn't watch the NBA for about 10 years. 10 years as a kid. That's back in my militant day. Back with Rodney King. Anyway, that's another story. After Magic, I found out this guy. I thought he was from Jersey City, New Jersey, was on Oak Street playing ball down 14 named Shaquille O'Neal. I heard all these stories about my boy. I became a Shaq fan. A lot of how these LeBron sexuals follow him everywhere. I used to follow anywhere Shaq went, that was my team. But I was like, this is kind of corny, you know what I'm saying? I can't just be a one-man fan. I got to be a fan of a franchise. So I started looking for a team. I'm around, speed up quick. It was between the Knicks, who I don't like, and the Nets. I was really going to become a New Jersey Nets fan. I was at the Hooligans and Secaucus, Joe Piscopo. Y'all might remember these names. We tried to keep the Nets in New Jersey. The Jersey Nets turned into the Brooklyn Nets. I said, absolutely not. I said, you know what? I'm just going to the hottest team on the block. Brand new team. It was the Oklahoma City Thunder. And we had some skinny kid named Kevin Durant I used to like a lot, but then he showed me that he was a choke artist. And big up Kevin Durant for making our franchise have the fans like myself. But you got this when you gave back that NBA championship. That's it. That's all. No more. No less. I only like Westbrook and Steven Adams.
Yeah.
From the old teams. My bad. Go ahead, guys.
I'm gonna say this.
Interesting.
I'm gonna say this.
Woo! Beat them boys by 30. The sad thing is,
I think they took this picture because it might be the end of the road for Mike Connolly.
Or
they may just keep him for, you know what I'm saying? Keep him because he could be a veteran veteran leadership to some younger guys. But it's time to let the young boys play, man. The Rob Dillahams of the world.
Yeah,
It's time for them to start getting some time. I really like this picture though.
yeah.
That picture just look like the job ain't over yet.
Yeah, yeah. We wasn't going so much crazy. I was glad we was real with our celebration last night for a bunch of young guys.
Good morning,
Morning,
everybody.
everybody.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
I thought we were gonna go crazy, man. We don't even play till a week from today. We got time to do all type of young, but we focus. That's because we got them Canadians on our team. They Smith invented basketball, and he was basketball is coming back home.
He said Jason said you could thank the Clippers for giving y'all this chip for garbage ass Paul George ass
Damn.
Well, remember, Jay, we had this with Paul George. If y'all see me, go back and check some of my 24/7 sub shows, my Facebook lives. And I've been ridiculed. I've been disrespected. I've been told I was too old. How you 50 years old and you a Thunder fan? All this craziness, man. All this disrespectful debauchery. Give me my team back, man. Let's go win a championship. My bad, guys. I'm excited, man.
Yeah,
Jay, you're right, though. That was all because, remember, Kevin Durant started the nonsense. He wanted to go to the team that just came back from down 3-1 and get him. Oh, man.
Yeah,
KD did for King Dummy.
I actually think that I'm gonna just say this real quick. Scoring title champ, league MVP,
Ooh.
Western Conference Finals MVP.
Okay, and don't act like
If he goes,
third team all defense. Hold on, Ekim. Third team all defense.
third team on defense. See, this is reminiscent of Jordan now. You start talking about defense and offense. And he go to that finals and get MVP. We can safely say that Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, regardless of what the NBA try to do or who they try to put as the face of the NBA, that he's gonna be the face of the NBA.
He also said it's the youngest team.
What's up, Trev? It's safe to say that he's the. What'd you say, sir? Scared? I mean,
They said they also said it's the youngest team to win the Western Conference Finals.
Yes,
come on, man. Come on, man. I know they need to keep him and Williams together. Definitely him and Williams, but I would also like for them to keep Chet, because Chet, he had a block party last night.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
He had a block party. He took it straight to the strip.
And Chet still hasn't played a full season. Remember, he missed like 2 months this year.
What's up, Mo? Man, listen, he had a block party last night. I think they definitely need to, whatever they do, they need to keep Shea and Williams together, boy. Do not do the same thing y'all did with James Harden, Durant, and Westbrook. Do not do that.
Please don't. Don't get caught up in the hype, guys.
He not ready at all, Mo. Ant-Man ain't ready, yo. He looked deflated.
Who y'all talking about?
Ant-Man.
He didn't have Ant-Man.
Y'all leave it on the scene. Y'all mean Ant-Man?
Yo, he didn't have no. I ain't gonna say he ain't had no motor. It's just like he was deflated. He didn't know what to do. This was like new. This was foreign for him. Like, damn, these niggas ain't letting up.
He looked like LeBron after that last game that he had in Cleveland the first time around when he found out that Delonte West was I'm not gonna say nailing his moms, but whatever they was doing, he was spending time with his mother. And then LeBron got upset, threw that jersey. Remember he threw that jersey fly? He wasn't coming back to Cleveland.
Hey Jason, you're 100% right. But Wemby got to get them goddamn blood clots, that blood clot situation handled. You know, that's the same thing that sent Chris Bosh out of the league. He got to get that blood clot thing right, man. He said OKC definitely going to be a problem be a problem for years to come. Spurs coming, dog, when we stay healthy. Mo said,
Yeah.
reconstruct the whole Timberwolves team. Conley, Randall got to go. Randall definitely got to go, and that's why I say he got to go, even though he played decent last night. His body language in the first half, the whole team went off his energy, dog.
Yeah.
The whole team went off Randall energy, dog. He a crybaby. He went every foul, looking at the rest for everything. Nigga, nah, that shit going both ways. This is a physical game.
Got very physical.
Turn up your physicality, dog. I think Conley got to go or do what they did with Udonis Haslam. Keep Conley ass there
Yeah.
to mold the kid Dillingham.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think Dillingham needs to play.
I agree. I was gonna say the thing with
First of all,
Conley.
did you see when he came in the game, even though they was being blown out? But you see how he get up the court?
Yeah.
That's what Ant-Man need.
Yeah. Yeah.
Somebody that's getting up that court and he ain't got to bring the ball up. Let him play off the ball.
I just think he probably make a lot of young man mistakes. And that dude Finch, the clock.
I hate a player like that.
They gonna mess around and fire Finch and bring in Mike Malone, the Nuggets old coach. I already see that.
I think two jobs is on the line. I think they coach job is on the line.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Tim's job is on the line. Yo, you clearly get out coached.
Yeah, Tim's job is on the line tonight.
You definitely get out coached, yo.
Yeah. I think
it's not about the teams being better because we can all see that these are equally matched teams, Indiana and New York. You are just getting out coached, dog. You want Brunson to do too much, and you got to go with the flow of what's going on. He bringing the ball up, and it's taking the offense 20 seconds to get running. When McBride bring the ball up, Shamit, Mikal Bridges, any of them bring the ball up, the offense is moving more fluid.
That's why I was saying either you got to play McBride and Brunson together, or Brunson got to get a little less time. Like him and Cat just can't be in the game at the same time all the time. But Tibbs' job on the line tonight, if he can't get this thing to 7 at least.
I'm going to keep it real. I think Tibbs' job is on the line for real, son.
Yeah, if he can't get it to at least game 7, I think 7 games minimum. But really, I think you got to give him
I believe this wholeheartedly, though. If they could get to game 7, I think the Knicks could win it. Right?
Yeah.
But Tibbs got to change his coaching approach. He's trying to do it by playing more players now. Right? But no, you gotta be able to compete with this coach over here. He's not playing with you, Tibbs.
That's Rick Carlisle.
If you paying attention, yo, they smothering everybody. No, they smothering Brunson and everybody else. They letting like, all right, we can handle him one-on-one. They smothering Brunson. All that back down shit ain't working right now, dog. Even though Brunson getting off, you gotta let Brunson play off the fucking ball, yo.
Yeah, the ball is.
Let somebody else bring the ball up, man.
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking Deuce McBride, bring it up, move Brunson to like a 2. And
First of all, I'm mad that you're just now starting to play Deuce McBride.
Yeah.
This guy's got game, man.
Yeah. And you know what? It happened when Tibbs only playing 7 guys all season long. They don't get no experience. They don't get the gel together, all that type of stuff. It's just hit or miss when you put them in the game.
Hey,
see, Thunder, we've been playing everybody all year. So when y'all see people like Kendrick Williams come off the bench with a shag.
No, I like y'all squad, yo. I can't y'all constructed like I can't even say how y'all constructed, but y'all going deep in y'all bag. Indiana going deep in their bag. Right? You got the Timberwolves not going in the bag. You got the Knicks going in the bag, and look what's going on. And I felt like the team, and not for nothing, on both ends, I felt like the teams was pretty much matched up good. But when you get out there, you looking like your coaching not good. Coaching is not good. If you cannot see that Brunson is having a problem, regardless of how many points he's putting up, he's stagnating the team, and Tibbs is losing his goddamn mind. He need to lose his job. If they lose this series, They need to tell Tibbs take his walking papers, man.
Honestly, man, I'm still trying to figure out how come Mark Jackson has never gotten the job to coach the New York Knickerbockers.
Come on, man. That's what they should have as a coach. Hey, yo,
Probably the best point guard in our time frame for the Knicks, I would say, is Mark Jackson, and the best point guard for the Pacers in that time in my lifetime has been Mark Jackson. How do you not bring Mark Jackson to coach the New York Knicks? It's the only team he probably could coach. Either them or the Nets.
I think them not bringing Mark Jackson back as a coach is a collective NBA thing.
Yeah.
Whatever happened in Golden State, the whole league was like shunned him.
What he did was he got the league.
Hey Chuck, I just said this the other day that Tim always burning out his players. He did that with Derrick Rose. He the reason Derrick Rose's career is really over for real. He is the reason, yo. Most of that, they looked okay when Bridges was bringing the ball up, but I would try to let Deuce and Brunson rack at the same time. That's the only way I think it's going to work. First of all, Deuce getting up the floor. 3 seconds, 4 seconds. It takes him then 8 seconds to get up across the court. Then another 8 seconds just to make one pass.
Now you got 8 more seconds to figure out your shot.
Come on, man. That just don't make no sense, yo. Jason said if the Knicks win tonight in a potential game 7, it's that game 6 of Indy that'll be the real problem because you know Indy gonna break everything in the kitchen sink.
Yeah. The series is these next 2 games. The Knicks win tonight. And
can we say this?
Get back to New York, though.
Can we say this though too, yo? Can we say with Indiana that what Halliburton is doing is nothing short of like amazing? The boy just ain't had no turnovers the other night. Let's not act like this is not this is special.
Yeah, no turnovers. None. That's a
like Halliburton said, y'all said I was overrated. Oh, I'm gonna show y'all who overrated. I just want to get my team involved. I need him to play like this on a regular basis. He play like this on a regular basis. Woo! Indiana got them one.
That's the thing, though. A lot of these guys in this younger generation, they don't always play like that. Like it's like Halliburton. I think 60% of his games is when he be shining. So that's not as bad. It's more than not. But it's like them 40% games where he just be like, yo, who is this guy out there? But the way they let them play right now, you got to let him play like that all the time, man. Just give him the ball and let him run up and down. Siakam is loving it. That's what he did in Toronto.
That's what we were saying, Ohio. That if they let Rise start, let him run the point and play Brunson at the 2. It'll work like that all day. What they gonna double Brunson at the 2? They're not gonna do it. He gonna get his shot like that. You're gonna spread the floor out, and he gonna be able to get his shot. But with that full court defense they playing, he could barely get the ball past half court. Yo, you see, he get past half court, and he chilling. He's so nervous once he get past half court, and it seemed like, yo, Tibbs, you don't see what's going on?
Yo, Chuck said he had a triple. I didn't even realize he had a triple-double last night, Chuck. Yo, so a triple-double with no turnovers. That's crazy.
Not just a triple. That nigga had 15 assists, man. First of all, he almost had a triple-double in the first half, yo. He had 29 assists, 8 rebounds in the first half.
Yeah, man.
And Jason, I see you put up here, yo, the question yesterday was Halliburton a superstar. But I watched the joint with Lou Williams and Chandler. They show. And they was talking about all the players, and I understood where they was coming from. They not superstars yet. Him, Shea, and Edwards, Brunson, they the up-and-coming superstars. The superstars are about to lead the game. The LeBrons, the Steph Currys, the Kevin Durant's. So I understood where they said what they was trying to say. But I think Halliburton need to definitely be in that conversation as like the next up-and-coming superstars.
Yeah.
I just think that Indiana market, he might have to get out of there, yo. He might have to get out of there, yo, that Indiana market.
Hey, yo, real quick, off topic. Y'all see Taha coming back, right?
Oh, yeah, I'm souped up about that.
I'm happy
Hey, yo,
for him.
is that not interesting? Cooper Flag coming back as well, right?
Come on, man.
Hey,
Them
yo,
boys getting money off that NIL, man.
That's what I said, because they both would have been high draft picks. And to
Nah,
see
they
them
getting
both
money
go
off that
back, I'm like,
NIL.
man.
They getting money off that NIL, yo. And
I was
Tahad,
about to
no, he
say,
ain't get his full what he could have got off NIL. So if I come
right?
back, I know my NIL, everything about to skyrocket for me. Let me go get this bread here, and then I'll make my move, which makes sense.
And mess around. No disrespect to Tahad, but because of his size, if you come out right now, lost it. If you got people like Dillingham on the bench, I forgot he was even in the league, and Dillingham was the truth too. So it's like Tahad right now get a little bit more polished, a little more refined, make a lot more money in the college game.
Hey,
And this time come to the NBA, you'll be there.
Did you see Tahad in the little workouts? He would have been the best player coming in. They say he was the best player coming in.
They said in
Like
the combine, he was definitely
they
like
say he was killing them. He was
the talker. He was the talk of the town.
Here's the problem.
But you got to understand what that did for his confidence too. He like, yo, they already see my work. I can't here show my work now. I know I go back to college. They done boost me up even more by talking about me how they talk about me. Let me go back here, man. First of all, they just had his coach in Cherries, man. His father just had the coach in Cherries.
Cherries Lounge, Jersey City. In case anybody don't know who we talking about.
Come on, man.
First of all, Jersey City is back. We back,
I swear
Jersey
to God,
City.
Ohio,
If
he go 3 more inches.
We back, Jersey City. Wait
Ohio, if he grow through 3 more inches, I promise you, yo, that is gonna be a nightmare for the league. He already jumping out the gym at 6'1".
I think he shall get taller. A little taller. 3 inches is a lot. But
Hey, he's crazy, yo. He said, "Cat man shaking his head, crying for calls like he is the MVP." Look, dig this, right? I had to really think about this yesterday, and we talked about it earlier, me and Sub. I'm gonna keep it real, yo. I think Shea Gilgeous-Alexander is the closest thing to Michael Jordan that we've seen thus far.
Air Canada.
I ain't even gonna front, yo. When I was watching him last night, yo, I said, yo, it's just something about his game, yo, that's like the reverses, and I'm like, yo, he's like damn, yo.
Yeah. He said he watched a lot of Allen Iverson, though, man. It's like his game is from that era. I know that definitely. I think Michael Jordan is a good comparison because people think, I don't know if everybody knows, Shea almost 6'7". He's 6'6".
Yo, he play at his pace, though.
Yeah,
I like that he play at his pace. You ain't gonna stop me from getting to my spot.
Man, sometimes I don't even know the boy dribbling the ball. He looked like he ballroom dancing out there.
Yo, he be so smooth. I'd be like, yo, this dude the smoothest dude in the league, man.
Could finish with both hands at the rim easy. Like, it's one thing to just have a left. He literally can shoot the jumper with the left. Y'all know what that's like. Poopy Fredericks from Jersey City, I think, was one of the best at it to be able to shoot right hand and left handed.
That was my guy, man. That was my guy. He definitely had it.
He said, "Don't compare." Come on, Jay, it's too early.
Hey, Jason, listen, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I agree with you with that. He got a long ways to go, but I'm saying right now, what I'm seeing, like if he could continue this up,
yeah, they bugging.
Periods of the years to come, yo. And listen, yo, I'm just thinking that he's the closest thing to somebody said Adrian Dantley. His game's super smooth. And Mo said he definitely hit his average damn near every night like MJ did. Listen, Mo, just think about these stats. League scoring leader. the league's MVP, all difference third team, Western Conference Finals MVP. If that nigga go to the finals and win MVP, man, what we gonna say? Who else was doing it like this? And if he could keep this up, yo, I'm telling you, man, the league is definitely on notice until people like Hard come with, with all the heart. I like him, yo. He humbled the shit out of Anthony Edwards last night, man. He definitely humbled him. Hey, yo, so since we on the topic of sports, what the fellas think about this? What the fellas think about this?
Speaking of Michael Jordan, he coming
What we
back
think
for
about this?
Yo,
I can't wait to see him on NBC, man.
Hey,
Yo,
everybody gonna be anxious to hear Mike.
We want to hear him critique the players.
Yeah.
I want to hear what he say about LeBron. I want to hear what he's saying about the Shea Gilgeous-Alexanders of the world.
He gonna be the highest paid commentator, bro.
Come on, man. We're gonna get to hear from the GOAT's mouth.
I think it's gonna be good too. Tom Brady does. Tom Brady got some work. He got this year. I ain't gonna
First of all, Tom Brady kind of a little boring.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I think so.
Like he be trying to be funny, but his voice, with the way his voice is set up, the jokes don't come out right.
Yeah,
Tom Brady
jokes don't come out right. He got to like switch his character around a little bit.
Yeah, Brady would be better on cable, like where he could curse and stuff. I could tell he just ain't a natural.
Hey Mo, he better not be like no Ray Lewis. My bad, son.
Nah.
Mo said I just hope MJ ain't like Ray Lewis.
And I got love for Baby Ray, but nah, he wasn't that good at all. What I mean? He could play the game, but he couldn't say the game. It's a difference.
So you hold on, Jason. So you think MJ gonna be a hater? No, MJ was one of the main people for advocating with stop comparing people to me. Let them be great in their era. MJ was one of the main people that was for that. Like, I don't think he'll be hating on niggas. I just think he'll give his honest opinion. And I would like to hear the other commentators that's up there with him ask some questions like, they try to compare this guy to you. I want to hear what he say about stuff like that.
I can't wait. I think MJ always gave his honest opinion. He ain't like a lot of these other cats, man. That's what people didn't like about him.
That's what Stephen A. said.
I never heard Jordan talk enough, yo. He got a little bit of weird energy too, man. I got to hear him.
Man, Jordan was one of the swaggiest niggas, man, in the world, man. You hear that nigga talking to
Only thing about Michael Jordan, he wasn't into hip hop and rap. He was more like a
Mary J. Blige type of nigga.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
First of all, we know he nailed Mary. I got some
I can believe it.
He nailed it.
Yeah, I could definitely believe
he nailed him. He nailed him. Mike Tyson nailed it too.
Yeah, now I can see. Mike
Tyson. Stage your source.
Huh?
You gotta state your source, yo. Where you getting this stuff, bro?
Yo, all you gotta do is go pay attention to stuff. Him taking her out on dates and stuff like that. If I'm a multi-million-dollar nigga like that, I ain't taking Mary J. Blige out and we going out. We ain't just chilling. She used to be going to his games and stuff. All you got to go do is go pay attention to what's going on at the time. I know Mike hit it for real, though. Mike definitely nailed it. I don't even, if I tell y'all this story, right, when I was boxing, right, my trainer was part of Tyson entourage. Right? So when Tyson had that fight with Buster Douglas and lost, this was around the same time he was messing with her. But that is a fact, and she did something, and I don't want to put their business out there. But she partially to blame for him losing that fight.
Interesting.
Yeah,
He making some bold statements.
No,
Nah, but
I mean, I don't want to put a
let me
business out there like that, but Mike
say
wasn't right.
something.
Mike wasn't right. He was partying. He was partying with her,
Yeah.
though. He was partying with her and a bunch of other people, but
I'm gonna
he
say
wasn't
this.
right. His health wasn't right. That nigga was burning and all types of shit, bro. I don't want to get into all that, but
Tyson, right?
huh?
Yeah, Mike Tyson, not Mike Jordan, right?
No, Tyson.
Yeah, Tyson. So check it out, Fly. Real talk, man. Before I was a married man again, and I changed my life around. I spent some time.
Oh shit! So see, Chuck knew. Yeah, it was Mary that did that, bro.
Oh, hold on. Yeah, I believe that. I was just about to say I just met some chick up in Andrew back then in a place called Harlem, Uptown. And yeah, man, she had a lot of stories about Mike Tyson, and I believe him because there was enough pictures for me to be like, yeah, I'm going behind Mike. Hey, this is interesting. That thing beat up. Anyway, that's another story. Another time, guys.
Yo, but like I said, man, I think that'd be a dope. I think it would be dope. You know what I'm saying? I got to see the first episode. Like I said, I ain't never sat and watched no other than the documentary he had where he just sitting talking and or whatever the case may be, and all his teammates said he was lying and shit. But him
I don't
sitting
know
there.
how they're gonna put him on a major network because he curse a lot when he talk.
I don't know how they're gonna do that either. Or will they give him the reign and do like a Stephen A type thing, like where he got a show on the side and
they probably give him like a delay where they could just mute and beat whatever. Because I know how them cats talk, and it's unless
I tell you what, NBC went and put the bag out there, didn't they? First of all,
I was just about to say for $40 million. I don't think he gonna
not
go
just that though. Even
girl.
for them to have the NBA, first of all, they done took the NBA back. Yeah, this is our thing now.
I miss the NBA.
That's what I'm saying. For it to be back on NBC, I can't wait to hear that, especially if they still got that same music they got. You know what I'm saying? I remember them days.
TNT is dope though. Don't get it twisted. I
love Shaq and I love Chuck. Yeah. I like the chemistry they had. I used to love, cracking on Kenny Smith every time he runs to the board and shit like that. Wait, you used to jump out the gym. What happened to your legs?
Yeah, have to be saying the same thing. She'd be like, he used to play with his knees like that. I was like,
nah, they wasn't like that. That motherfucker used to jump out the gym.
Yeah, that's what happened when you put all that wear and tear on your legs. I tell people, man, this sports thing is cool and all, but if you don't get them contracts, man, get away fast. Cats be like, I played until I was 40, semi-pro. Oh, no. Them joints.
Yeah, huh? That's crazy. Most said smart marketing move by NBC. First time bringing it back to NBC in a minute. Best way to get viewers. Automatically, they're going to get viewers because they putting it out there. Yeah, we just got Mike for $40 million. Anybody that's a Mike Jordan feel like, what? Even the niggas that hate Jordan, they want to hear what he got to say. Watch it be hating.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, people love to hate. But anyway, man,
he getting more the talk than a lot of Max players a year. But he getting more than his contract ever was.
Yeah, Mike made all his money off them sneakers and his personality, being Michael Jordan. If your name was Mike,
he said Michael Jordan's last contract with Bill Bulls was like $33 million a year. So you know what that is.
Yeah.
Wait, what? That's what I said, boy. I said I ain't even. He said, wait. Ohio's. He said, Ohio Morning did what? There be so many stories out there that you don't see and you don't pay attention to. But I'm almost sure you can almost pull up Michael Jordan and Mary J. Blige. Probably. I ain't never look it up, but yeah, she was being at them games. Michael hugging her, touching the booty and stuff.
Yo, hold on, man. What's the Sinatra talking about? I can't. Hold on.
Yeah, I was gonna put it up there. I said, nah, I ain't gonna put it up there because I don't know. I don't know.
Hey, Curry, we gotta talk about that one, man. That's an
But
interesting
when he
trade.
says coming from Wood though, when he says coming from Wood, like I know
That's what
Wood
I'm
have been in
saying.
some camps. I know Wood have been around. He played ball with. He was in them trenches.
Yeah,
So you know, it be some weird, crazy stuff going on, man.
That's man. Anyway, man, I'm gonna move on. That's crazy. Though. I can't even get that out my.
Come on, man. Think about it. Think about it, yeah.
Man,
Hey, yo, so we got some interesting news. Some interesting news, man. That was been going on, man, lately with Trump.
okay, well, you already know the
I don't
YN.
know. I'm trying to understand what is the message.
I knew he was gonna say that because I was about to say what you say now. E, what you gotta say?
Yeah, Larry Hoover.
This is right here. Let
Larry
me just say this.
Hoover.
This right here is the biggest, right? This is the biggest, you know what I'm saying, activist that could possibly be about to be released soon. He ain't gonna be released yet because he still got I think 4 life sentences in Chicago that he got to take care of. I think they're gonna throw that stuff out. He did 50 something years already, but this is the biggest thing that Trump could have did. This is the biggest thing that the city of Chicago could do because I want to see if his voice could make a difference. I almost for certain that Larry Hoover speak and explain about growth and development and what it's supposed to be. And he talked to these kids who a lot of them are Muslim now. You know, the Muslims done ran through there and turned a lot of the kids Muslim and got them into the deen. But if you get Larry Hoover out there on them streets, man, and let him do his job like he's supposed to do, man, I think the city of Chicago change in a year, yo. Not just the city of Chicago, because you got to understand GDs. I mean, Vice
Everywhere.
was not promoting no gang stuff or nothing like that. They rampant everywhere. They like everywhere. They in New York now. They Memphis, all them Midwest spots, Ohio, St. Louis. They heavy. You know what I'm saying? But this is what I'm thinking, Trail, because it looks good. It looked good to us. It's like, yeah, let's give them something to shut their ass up. You know what I'm saying? What is the
Larry
move
Hoover.
behind what's about to happen? See, we got to pay attention to what we don't see with the government, right? They give us a few crumbs and right under our nose, they taking everything from us. So I don't know if this is just a move because it needed to be done or strategic. We know how America moves. This is a business out here. But I'm thinking that they want to have some hole on them streets of Chicago for something. It's something in Chicago, probably Midwest, that they want to calm the violence down in them areas, and they know he is the biggest. He the biggest, dog.
I'm just gonna say something, man. I feel what you're saying, E. Kim, and I'm getting at what people are gonna be thinking about this, like it's a political move. My thing is this: why this wasn't done when Barack Obama was the president? I think that if nothing else, no matter how you feel about Donald Trump, when people say the stuff that they cannot do as a president, they lie. Because Tookie should have never got executed after changing his life around, writing all them children books and changing what he. I'm not saying it changed his crimes. What I'm saying is I don't think he should have been executed. Whether or not he should have been released, that's another topic. But he definitely could have did more alive than he's doing dead. And that's something I think that Larry Hoover going to get a chance to do by being released. I don't know how much of these YNs really going to listen to a Larry Hoover, but if nothing else, it's an opportunity for them to hear somebody that been there, done that, got the salt, pepper, shaker t-shirt, been locked up over 50 years, and still trying to say, yo, we don't
You know
need
why
this.
they gonna listen to the name Larry Hoover? Like when you think about these other gangs and stuff, right? They never had a Larry Hoover.
Right.
Like you do have big homies and all that. You never had a Larry Hoover that was into politics, that was into all that stuff, right? Hoover name means something.
But is he gonna come
Them
home
niggas be
popping
put
bottles
when
like
you be
Big
hearing
E?
them little niggas say, put it on King David and put it on this and that. Them niggas mean something to them little niggas, man.
Yeah.
Hoover was a nigga they thought they'd never see again, hear from again. The kids that they already like looking at him was like dead. He dead. That's like Jesus to them niggas coming home from jail, my nigga. That nigga say it's a meeting. I need y'all in Chicago Square Center or wherever. I'm just making something up right now. But I need y'all wherever to be. Every big homie gonna make sure all the little homies there. This is the biggest we talk about.
Yeah, that's big time, man. I'm happy, man.
And it's bigger than just him being there. I need him to explain to the world what growth and development means, what the GD mean, and what it was supposed to stand for. Right? We got a lot of these guys that's coming home, man. And I want to just big them up. The Akbar praise, the Hoover, who's not home yet. Like I said, he got to go through something in Chicago, so he should be on his way back to the county in Chicago. First of all, they're gonna put him in protective custody. They're gonna treat him like royalty.
Hold on, what?
And then he's 70-something years old, which means that he did 51, 52 years in prison. He was a kid himself when he went to prison. Because he in his early 70s, 71, 72, something like that, 73. So he was a kid himself.
I know he was locked up for a long time, Kim. If he read as much as you read, man, this man need to be coming home. He gonna be like, the judges come out.
Cal Jenkins, I hear you, my brother. What's up, brother? He said he's only
getting
charged. But that's not how that go. That's not how that go. Cal Jenkins, because they got it's levels they can take this to, man. They could go through the courts, they could go to the mayor, they could go to the governor. There's so many ways to get around all that stuff the courts are saying. That's stuff right, don't mean nothing. Trump, the big dog, already pardoned him for federal charges that was way worse than this stuff in the States. So
break it down.
That's not how that worked, Cal. I understand what the state said or what they may have said. I didn't even hear that, but if they did say that, it's ways to get around them, bro. And when I say this is the biggest right here we talk about. This is huge. This is huge for the Midwest. This is big for the country, yo. Because if he's on it, like all the prisoners that's been around him saying he's on it, right? And he come home and implement them things that he wanted to implement before he went to prison, right? Because he got a whole book of what the growth of development is and what it stands for, how we going to... Yo, he was almost like the Black Panthers. The way he had his structure set up. Education, community, certain things. Like he had a blueprint. If he come home and should be able to implement these things, yo, man, I don't know what people may say about Trump, man.
Hey, man, I believe that. I mean, I won't say this much. Government is government, man. I'm not saying one thing's better than the other, man. It's just that I just realized I think that we've seen more with our own two eyes under the type of presidents that we as a black race don't really cheer for so much. But if you really look at what's being done, the results of what's happening right now, man, I gotta say Trump is doing all right.
Yo, and that's another thing, Trail. Like, I don't think people understand, like, what I'm trying to say by him being the biggest. He's coming back to the city of Chicago now. They're about to put him in some county, right? I don't know, but let me put it back up, so my bad.
Yeah.
Right? Because he's going to be too big for the prison system. You can't, it don't matter where you put me. They may be about to put him in one of them Illinois, not even in the county. They might be back because he on a sentence. So he might be about to go to, but it don't matter where you put him at in Illinois. He was in Colorado before. It don't matter where you put him in Illinois. He bigger than the governor.
They don't want that.
These warriors can't even hold that type of power or deal with that type of power. They're gonna be saying, ship him out, man. Get him out of here, man. And then he's 70-something years old, man. So you gotta understand most of the black COs and Spanish COs, they know who he is because they had the Spanish chapters of the GDs and the like they know who the hell he is, man. Like this nigga's too powerful, yo. That's why they put him in Colorado under the gym.
Yeah. Yep. He'll be.
But this is definitely a it's a power move. This is one of the biggest power moves by Trump, man. This is one of the biggest power moves by him, but it seemed like it's something to pull the wool over our eyes. I just look at politicians like that, period. And see, that's what I'm saying about can't trust him. He's trying to get laws to send violent American-born prisoners to foreign prisons and pay the foreign prisons for housing them. Yeah, I was talking about that the other day too, Cal. I was saying that's how Trump was on it, but I just don't understand how what is he trying to say? Because they've been trying to get a pardon for Larry Hoover. Like, you know what I'm saying? You didn't just pardon him. There's a few other people. Let me go through my list here. Let me go through my list.
Yeah,
There's a
he
few
might
other
be.
people.
Yeah, yeah, it's possible he could be the gateway to create the peace treaty in Chicago, yo.
Yeah, I don't even think there's no doubt about that because you got to understand all these things branched off from all the gangs pretty much
from where he
branched off from them. A lot of
that's
the
what I was
gangs
saying. Like
that
he not
exist in
just
Chicago
respected by the
branched
GDs,
off
he
from they
respected by
chain.
everybody.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Man, you know how many niggas, man, regular, man, that nigga like God to them kids, man. All right, so we got some people here. We got, of course, NBA Youngboy. I know this governor of Connecticut, but I see we got former New York rep, Kevin Eric Baisden, Mark C. Basher. I don't know who these people are, but these seem like they two lawyers. Todd and Julie Chrisley. We both know who they are. They supposed to have 14 years in jail or something like that. I guess that means they coming home, y'all. You know the ones that was molesting the kids that had the little show. They had the little show coming on, Todd and Julie Chrisley. I know y'all know what I'm talking about. Tanner Manziel and John Moore. These are the two biggest ones right here to me. Commutations. Michael Harris and Larry Hoover. Harry O and Larry Hoover. I don't know what he's trying to say about or what he's trying to do, but we know Harry O is one of the biggest that came out of out of California, and we know Larry Hoover is the biggest out of Chicago. Mind you, Lil Durk's father used to run with him. And see, that's another thing that we got to take into consideration too, that these kids' fathers came up under this nigga. Uncles, grandfathers and shit came up under this nigga. You think they ain't gonna listen to him? That's like grandfather. Who the fuck issuing you kids the guns first and foremost? I would like to know that my damn self. But I think that's a huge thing for Chicago. I mean, as far as we talking about Harry O, I think that's pretty big too. But Harry O was already home, as we know, but he still had a little parole and stuff like that. But I feel like pretty big too. I believe we got to go into some type of peaceful stage eventually. Ohio. I think it's only right that we go into some peaceful stage. That's what I'm saying. I believe that too. Let me explain something real quick, right? I think all the stuff was strategic that happened with them. Him converting to Islam, them giving them the key to the city. They was already preparing for Hoover. They knew it was gonna be eventually he was coming home. They had Kim Kardashian behind it. They had Kanye. He would eventually come home, right? And I think they was preparing. You know what I'm saying? Yo, we can't be tied up in certain things because anything we tied up in, soon as when he get his name involved in it, he going down just by being affiliated with y'all. So I think they was trying to clean up the act. Dirk was trying to do a pretty decent job of cleaning up the act, and they eventually snatched him up off the thing. But mark my words, I'm almost banking on it, yo. That if once Larry Hoover get them words, man, and say certain things, man, and explain all this shit to these young boys, they're gonna wake up, yo. Not all of them. Not gonna say all of them, but they're gonna start waking up. And the more you wake up, you eventually get majority.
Yeah, I feel that.
Trump is smart. He would give a load to pacify the masses. Let me see that. To pacify the masses.
I disagree.
While he pushes an agenda to have us back in the 20s, he's just pushed the bill to cut Medicaid and Section 8. Larry Hoover can't stop the violence that will create. But I think you might be a little wrong right there, my brother. And the reason I think that, right, because it's so many opportunities out here without them. We don't need nothing from them, for real. We don't really need nothing from them, yo. It's a different world out here, yo. And I think that's why Trump really cutting Medicaid and cutting Section 8. Like, it's a different world. Y'all don't have to do the things that they did back in the 60s. This is when we issued the Section 8, the Medicaid. We start giving y'all all this stuff. Y'all don't really need this stuff. Y'all can get out here and fend for yourself now. The bread is accessible out here.
Yeah. This is what I'm saying, man. Kyle Jenkins, I don't know who that is. I wish I did. But what I do know is, what I do know is this, man. This is what we've been talking about for a minute, man. Why do we need Section 8 still again?
That's what I'm saying. It's just a different world out here.
Get up on the couch? Or man, what's going on, Kyle? Tell me why we need Section 8. Medicaid, I get it. People help, stuff like that, but we really don't need that either. If you go get a job, you can get some health insurance. My bad. Like
you gotta understand. This is what I was saying about the medicine last time. Remember, I was saying he's trying to cut the medicine and get medicine to 85% so it could be the lowest in the world. Like we're gonna get the same deals that the foreign countries get and all this. That's what this is all about. Like you got Medicaid so you can be able to pay for certain things, pay for your medical bills and pay for your medicine and all that stuff. He's gonna make that stuff where it's accessible. This is what he's saying. At least that's what he want to do. But my thing is, we really don't need these things anymore. Now, I'm not gonna say we don't need some of these things, but
he's making a good point.
For the most part, we can get out here and fend for ourselves. Look at all the tools we have access to. Yeah. Look at us right now this morning. We on here talking on StreamYard, on Facebook, YouTube. If we want it, we could be on Instagram, TikTok. They make this shit accessible to everybody.
Yeah, but I wanna address Kyle again directly. Yo, when I'm saying what I'm saying, Kyle, I ain't talking about 75-year-old people. We're not, because they ain't gonna be the ones that starting the revolution. The people the people that are gonna be bucking and wilding because they losing Section 8 is gonna be people between the age of young and dumb. It's the 20, 30, 40-year-olds that ain't working that's gonna be the problem. The 65 and up, we ain't snatching no Medicaid from them old folks. It's these young cats that's taking all the money, living off of Section 8. And I ain't mad at you for living off of Section 8. I told you already, man. I done did all the welfare scam. I done did it all, man. statute of limitations is up on
Hey,
things.
yo, I don't know what scammer he talk about. I hope the statute of limitations up, but I don't know what he talking about. But Trell, you really believe Trell, you believe that you think the kid's too far gone and there's too much bloodshed? If I feel like if you could make the kids understand that when they first started beefing, the beef had nothing to do with them. Right? So when you start beefing with this side over here, right? When you go back to the Crips and the Bloods or whatever the case may be, you ask anybody when the wars started, it was before their time. So I'm gonna try to make this make sense. Like the war was before your time. That wasn't even your beef. Why are we still continuing about a beef that was from 67? At 68, we're gonna still keep going back clashing. It's time we grow up, brothers and sisters, Latinos, blacks, Mexicans.
Wake up, everybody.
He got a point,
Like,
E.
sure, it's
You know what
time
I'm
to wake
saying?
up, yo. Like, cause what are we beefing
Eh?
about now? We still beefing about like, nah, man. Your mother gonna be crying next. This is what we gotta start explaining to him. And I know Larry Hoover probably gonna be able to put it in a way better way than me. Cause they got astronomical numbers in Chicago, how them kids dying.
Nah, like you said though, Fly. I'm reading a lot of stuff Kyle Jenkins keep putting up. Man,
Nah, I know you get to the back. See, he don't know you, Cal. Cal gets to the bag. He's a plumber. This is my guy. He ain't just a plumber. He's a master plumber. He be moving all around the country.
Yeah.
But he said, I get to the bag. I'm speaking for the people who don't see the opportunity and can't navigate to it.
Who Cal?
See, this is what I'm about to talk on that. When gentrification is running rampant, it would be hard to fend for themselves with minimum education and no assistance. But see, this is why I say all the time that it really takes a village, yo. When are us as people, right, gonna start lifting our people up? I think it's happening now, right? Even though some of us may not see it, right? I think that is happening now. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to lift each other up. You know what I'm saying? Lend a helping hand. Show people the way. Yo, you know you could do this, yo, and get the bag up. It's so many ways for us to pull ourselves up from the bootstraps, yo, and get it right. It just got to be some people willing to be some real good leaders, man. All we really need is the proper leadership. But I understand what you're saying and where you're coming from with your assessment.
Educate, man.
Hey,
Educate, God.
Trail. Hey,
I
Trail,
feel
I
like
hear you. He said, I just know that little JoJo from around the corner don't care nothing about Hoover when the op just killed his brother. But see, this one up now I'm gonna get the little deeper, Trail. Most of these little jokers answer to somebody. So regardless if your brother got killed or not, right? I think about the kid in Chicago, the 11-year-old kid. If you ever hear Tupac on Keep Your Head Up, and he talk about the kid and Sandifer from Chicago, 11 years old, got killed. He was an active gang member. People ain't know that. He was running around doing hits and everything, robberies and everything. A lot of people ain't know that, right? And Tupac did all that. But the reason he got killed is because it was somebody higher than him that he did something that made them hot, and he had to answer to somebody. All the work that it was going to put in, somebody was sending him to do it. That made me look at the whole Chicago gang culture a little different. Like, oh, they do got big homies. It's kind of like California. They got somebody they got to answer to, right? So even if little JoJo want to go ride for his brother, if the big homies say, yo, listen, stand down, because they know the big homies really putting pressure on them kids in Chicago with the way they're getting their shit knocked off. Don't care how young you are. And if the big homies is listening and paying attention to Hoover, we might could shake something. That's all I'm saying. And I'm saying, like, California don't have that. They were supposed to have some, it would have been somebody like Big U who had that effect and power in the hood to shake some stuff.
I
But Big
think the
Duke,
problem. I think the problem will be, the big homies is 21, 22 years old.
but
So the
then they
young
got
boy,
somebody that's over them, right? Did you see the sweep they just had in Chicago, right? This multi-millionaire dude that didn't have nothing. I'm gonna actually find that article, so because this is a big story. And the dude, he had like restaurants and businesses, and you like, yo, how he get caught up with all these young dudes? He get caught up this, that, and the third, but he was the big homie. The nigga with all the business fronts and this, that, and the third, he got caught up with them where he was grossing and making $1 million a year, and he got caught up with the little homies. Not just the little homies, the homies in between, and he was the real shot caller. And this is what I'm saying. They got a chain of command. Regardless of how it look and how we look at it, like, yo, these young kids, wow, they have a chain of command. A chain of command. And a lot of them is getting killed through that chain of command. And you like, why these little kids keep dying like that? Because somebody to put the whack on them. So it's really tighten up the big homies tighten up the little homies. Somebody giving them the guns. I just saw a video yesterday when kids couldn't be no older than 9 to 11. They pulling straps out on the strip, yo. Talk about can't no ops come through here, and this was in Chicago. Somebody can take them guns from them. Man, give me them guns. What the fuck you doing?
Let me jump in real quick, E. And from a standpoint of people giving orders, this was my biggest thing the whole time. Why I felt like this was such a big deal. Not so much that I already know a lot of people don't like Donald Trump, whatever. Here's the thing, though. What does this say about our government for the past 20, 30 years that we've been thinking, oh, it's this person, it's that person? I think at the end of the day, if nothing else, Donald Trump's second term is showing us, and it really his first term showed us too, that the presidents do have a little more power, or at least the government has a little more power to get things done that they just don't do. Like everybody was saying, how come Tookie didn't get pardoned? Well, because Barack Obama was the president or somebody else. It wasn't Donald Trump. Donald Trump might have took a look at it. He definitely would have pardoned Tookie. I still don't know why Tookie got executed. He should be in prison maybe, but after you writing children's books and you clearly openly saying, speaking
I just
out,
think it was too much discrepancies in Tookie case for them to kill him.
I didn't know his whole case. That's
Like
the thing.
y'all had discrepancies in his case. Like they were saying he had all these murders. He had like 4 murders, and he went up in a Chinese store or something, murdered some people, but he murdered somebody early in the day and then murdered 3 other people or something like that in the Chinese store or the liquor store, wherever it was at, or whatever the case may be. But it was discrepancies in his case, and you know why? He ended up, I think, going to jail for so long because he was on PCP that night. So when you know the conditions of PCP, and it's the same thing in the hood. So many people done got locked up and they know that day later that they had drugs all in their system. What I'm charged with 4 murders, and nigga don't even know. And it's like, I just didn't understand how they executed him and didn't know for sure, guaranteed, that he killed them people. You know what I'm saying? But like they said, man, is this other bodybuilder dude that was a blood Monsoon. He said, man, come on. You know Arnold was jealous of Tookie. Well, he worked out with Tookie. He said he worked out with Tookie. He said he worked out with Tookie. We used to go down to Venice Beach and we'd work out. And so he's saying all this stuff. And I'm like, damn, that shit made you think, like, God damn, maybe he was jealous of Tookie. You know what I'm saying? And these people just.
I thought Arnold was going. I thought Schwarzenegger was going to pardon him for real. Though I didn't understand. I was mad about that, man. I don't even care about. I don't care about gang stuff too much. But the Tookie situation, that's when I first started really paying attention to what what should have, could have, would have been done, man. But
I never really cared about gang stuff either, or being like I said, I've never been a part of the gang. I done been approached about that shit 1,000 times. But I'm concerned with it now more, like, because they like the controllers of the streets.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, I'm not never gonna be scared to move around though. moving shit. So I'm trying to do anything I can help to alter their mind set and change it to something different. Because I would hate having to go to jail for killing a 17-year-old for playing with me, pulling out guns and shit on me, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not going easy. That's just me. I'm not going to let you do nothing to me easy. You know what I'm saying? So I just understand that they're young, their minds is impressionable. They just doing what they see the big homies over them doing, or whatever the case may be. And I feel like if you could get control and get some order with the big homies, the little homies gonna fall in line. But it's definitely a chain of command. As wild as we see these kids in Chicago, it is really a chain of command, yo.
It's definitely going to start something. Hopefully, it'll be a positive influence and changes some things. Obviously, don't nothing change overnight. That's why I'm so adamant that if this all started when we had our first black man in office, I think right now we'd be in a much better place. But I'm gonna stop there. I'm gonna stop talking about the old.
Hey, Trell, I wanted to say something, right? The drill music, that shit on the decline now. Like when I go listen to that, I seem like that shit on decline. Like I know it's cat still doing it, but it seemed like that shit on decline. Dirk locked up. Motherfuckers trying to find a new lane. The cats in Chicago, Fabio Foreign locked up. Like the ones who was really actively pushing this shit, that shit like on a real decline. You got Sleepy Hollow and them boys up there doing the Chef G and them in New York and all that. But that's them boys Chef G going on his way going to jail in the next month or so.
That's why that music is. I can't see it lasting too long because I ain't gonna say the best, but the drill is about killing the ops, talking about the ops you already killed. So you basically snitching on yourself or somebody that you know did something, letting the feds know you know something. And the actual music itself is kind of dope. I just wish they wasn't talking about what they talk about all the time.
I think our culture is like at a crossroads, right? You got all the entertainers, all our biggest entertainers in jail, going to jail, getting, you know what I'm saying, hemmed up, ridiculed in the press, and you got the gangbang culture. You see the big homies getting locked up, they ratting. When I say we at a crossroads, the crossroads is, do we leave this shit behind? Every sign is showing you this shit is over. A lot of this shit is over. It's time to do something different with life. It's our time really to be leveling up. And some of us so blinded that like Cal said, they won't get it, man, or won't comprehend it. And I think it would possibly be our job to try to pull people up and give them guidance, especially the younger dudes, man. They out here burnt out, bro. Our culture is really like, I'm looking at the culture like, what the fuck is this shit? I was a part of this. I was a part of this. All our moguls like young girls, little girls. Like, think about this shit that I'm talking about, y'all. Our culture look crazy, yo.
Well, let's say this. Let's be fair. I'm gonna play your part today, though, E. Kim. Let's be fair about it. It's not like the white boys wasn't doing this since Elvis and before.
Right. Listen, I'm not giving them no break. Right? But we are so critical on that type of shit with Elvis, right? Oh, Elvis did this, that, and the third, so we got to be just as critical on our people like we do.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. But you think about it, yo, our biggest celebrities is all into little girls. Young boys out here shooting and killing anybody, man, woman, and child. Women out here, not all women, I don't want to say broads because I heard the big lecture in the
Yo,
chat yesterday. I'm not saying broads, y'all. Women. I'm going to say women, not all women. But our women out here setting niggas up, acting like niggas. Our homies, the little homies out here wearing tight pants, purses. Like, our culture is beyond under attack. It is looking crazy. And how do we attack this shit as a whole? Like, hold up, we need to tighten up, get it together. Somebody need a spanking, man.
that's what I'm saying. We need to hold ourselves at a higher level of standard because, first of all, we're not from the Caucasus Mountains. We are not savages. And I'm not saying someone else is, but savage lifestyle is going on in our culture right now. And I believe that we adapted it. So when I say stuff like Elvis, or I say something like Woody Allen dating these little girls and all that type of stuff, it's different. Back then, first of all, we was just really getting our civil rights, so we wasn't really in position to be doing what they was doing. Soon as we got in position to do it, that's when we started doing it. I say we as a people, not we as in a me. So what I'm saying is, now that you got social media, there's cameras on every corner. Everybody got a cell phone and got a camera on it. Yo, we are being exposed at the wrong time. Like the stuff that we couldn't do when it wasn't no cameras, we doing it now and it's cameras exposing us. They give you a little bit of freedom, let you get your 15, 20 years, shake that, take that, dancing, and next thing you know, you're Bill Cosby, R. Kelly, and P. Diddy.
Hey, yo, words born, I'm glad you said that, sir, because the picture is worth 1,000 words.
Yeah.
Right? So with these pictures and these videos, how are they painting us out to be? Monsters, right? So if they do implement this bill with Trump saying, yeah, I don't care if they from the states or not. I don't care if they from the nation or not. They do crimes, violent crimes, and send them out here. They got all the video to justify why the fuck we shouldn't be in this country. Right? This is just real shit. Right? And I know people ain't looking at it like that, but this is some real stuff. You understand what I'm saying? Like, we got to tighten up. We got to tighten up. And this is why I'm advocating for Chicago, let Ari Hoover go. Jersey, don't let Akbar Pray go. These guys are activists in the communities that's out here trying to make change. So I'm just saying, Trump want a peaceful country, prosperous country, making a lot of bread. I understand. You got to let the people that need to come home and do their job like they supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Let the activists get out here and get these kids and go directly in the communities and, you know what I'm saying, with go right in the wilderness and say, listen, we ain't about to play them games. We trying to get our youth back. We trying to get our neighborhoods back. We trying to have some fun. We trying to get some money legally. But we ain't got to do nothing to risk our freedom. Come on, man.
Yeah.
I'm all for it, man.
That's something that we got to start doing, Kim. I don't feel like the YNs, they say, I don't think they value their life or their freedom. Especially not I think they value their freedom more than their actual life. I think that's crazy.
I don't know. I'm gonna keep it real, y'all. I don't know what they value because you get them. I know y'all saw the little joker from O Block. They interrogated. They locked him up for a gun. He in there talking about. I can tell you about a body. They panicking, bro. They can't even. They not even built. This is why I keep saying the game is over. I don't care how much killing you're doing. Y'all niggas going ratting. Y'all killing to y'all ratting. The game is over. Chill out, yo. We're gonna get y'all back in the basketball. Matter of fact, we're gonna get out here and do 2-a-days. Nah, that shit over, man. Y'all ain't doing the streets no justice. The streets is diluted, man. Streets don't condone snitches. They condone snitches now. That's not a street culture. That's not the culture. Snitching is being condoned. The rat is being accepted into the neighborhood. back on the block, in the community. Nah, that ain't how the game go, yo. That ain't the game. So when we say the game is over, literally we explaining why it's over. This never went on. Like we had snitches, but they got dealt with. They was ran out of town if niggas ain't want to do nothing to them. Take your ass up there with them. Go rat on them niggas. Don't stay out of here. I don't know, man. It's just I hope Trump. I'm hoping Trump don't have a and I know he do. I know the politicians do
It's
have a
always
hidden agenda behind his pardons.
it
You know,
always something. It's
it's
always
you
something.
know how it go, man. It's always something, and it's always how they play the game when it's pertaining to them getting. You know what I'm saying? See the government, they play the game, give a little, make a lot. Give a little, make a lot. This has been their game since the beginning of the time. Give them a little, we gain a lot. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta see their whole agenda behind this because Trump, boy, Trump moving like can't nobody do nothing to me. They just said something he did, and we gonna bring it to the forefront tomorrow. That something he did was illegal, but he did it anyway. Y'all ain't charge him. Trump said, man, fuck the Congress, man. Fuck what y'all talk about, man. I'm trying to pass it to y'all. Y'all ain't pass it. I'm doing it anyway. Who are you to tell me that that nigga like I'll deal with it later, man. They telling him, yeah, you deported people illegally. Get them back to the States. They ain't back yet. Trump said, you get them back.
You get them back.
Come on, man. Trump ain't, I can say one thing, yo, he ain't scary, man. He ain't
You heard him
scary.
out
And
of
it
the
don't
front.
seem like none of this shit is based off emotion.
But remember, everybody was talking about how he Putin puppet and all this
Oh, he just
stuff.
went at Putin. He just
Yeah,
called him a fool.
a fool.
Trump said, listen, man, I'm trying to calm this beef down, this war down. You out here being foolish, sending your drones out. You sending the most drones out when I'm saying it's about to be peace. You disrespecting? Trump like a whole gangster for real.
Yeah. And it's sad as it sound,
Putin did say this though. If
like
anybody should happen to join in with Ukraine to help defend Ukraine, it would be a World War III.
they don't want that. Just like Gorbachev and the main wanted with the United States either. That's what I be saying. Putin is real tough over there.
When they say World War III, though, I don't think it's like we think.
Yeah,
I
they
think
not.
World War III is a bunch of hacking, a bunch of stealing money, bunch of cyber war, like internet shut down for 16 months, and you like, what the hell to do? I just think it's like something different, man. When they talk about World War III, because ain't nobody coming to the United States with that drama.
Yeah,
And
that
they
ain't
want to
happening.
bring, they want to bring that drama to our doorstep because we go right to everybody's doorstep. I don't think they crazy enough, though. Putin might be, though. Putin like messing with them chemicals, man. So that's the stuff I'm scared about. Some stuff come out the sewer, smoking. You like, what the hell going on? Everybody done passed out. Yo, I got, what time is it? I
I
guess
love
we do this for the last 10
it. We got some
minutes.
time.
So. Yeah, let me do this for the last 10 minutes. Yo, check this out, yo. And I'm not getting back on Puffy and Cassie, but this is, I just want people to understand.
Where we at with it? That's all. We just give it an
Yeah,
update.
that's it. This was the last person to testify, I guess, yesterday.
This was how many years ago? It was a while back. I'm sure it was early on.
It was in 2012. This is another thing that's getting me irate with this case. This case is go. Puffy ain't dealt with Cassie since then. I guess 2018 or something like that, right? All these witnesses you getting back from 2007, 2000. Yo, they ain't say nothing then. Person that didn't show up to testify yesterday said, I'm not coming. I'm not doing it. Like, they think the court case is a sham. Like, it's just, I'm looking at it like kind of crazy because it seems like everybody they put up there, you have the media go after the district attorney questions the witnesses or whatever the case may be. Everybody going in, Diddy is done. Oh, they just exposed everything. But you don't never see the media talk about cross-examination to tell you Diddy spanking their ass. You don't never hear that about the cross. Every witness that done got up there, first of all, the girl right there, she got on the stand and lied 3 times. Perjured herself 3 times on the stand. And this is supposed to be a witness for the government.
That's why they was asking for a mistrial, eh?
They asked for a mistrial. This is the second time they asked for a mistrial. First of all, when they ask for a mistrial and they don't get it, don't mean that the case is a strong case. They just asking for a mistrial so they can have it on record. So when the court denies it, so worst case scenario, they'll have it on trial that it should have been a mistrial. They already know they put in for a mistrial, so they don't want to skip things to be on the record. They want everything to be on the record. You know we supposed to have a mistrial. This case ain't even supposed to be going on no more for real, for real. Y'all haven't established a RICO. Y'all haven't established a SA trafficking, S whatever trafficking. Y'all haven't established that. The judge told y'all that. You know what I'm saying? But they did say that they were still building their case. How long you gonna keep building your case with one person? Everybody you get on the stand, you asking them about Cassie. That's not a RICO, yo. And Ray J said something clever yesterday, yo. He was on Piers Morgan. And he said, man, I get it, man. And I know how people feel about Puffy. He did some horrible things. He said, but this is bigger than Puffy. This is about the higher uppers. He said, and I understand that they wanted to make an example. Y'all made y'all example already. How much y'all gonna put all this business in the street? Like, we know that the case that y'all presenting is not what's going on. He said, I think Puffy gonna be free sooner than later, meaning like a mistrial or the judge just throw it out. He was like, but definitely free Puff, man, because now it's becoming a mockery that y'all just really making a mockery at him. Y'all trying to expose his dirt. Y'all trying to expose him to the bitter end. But I think the state already know that they can't beat, I think they came in not expecting to beat the case. I think the higher uppers wanted to expose the nigga, and they did a great job of it, because now we know all the dirty secrets. We know all his dirty secrets because they knew they couldn't get him on domestic violence. That shit had passed. The statute of limitations had passed for that. So you can't get him for that. So what else can we do? Man, make this a RICO. Go do this, go do that. And that's what it seemed like going on. And the judge keep denying these mistrials, and it seemed like to get more stuff on the record. But because it can't be no way that no jury is sitting. When people describe, like my man Shoji, I keep telling people go watch a podcast episode, hilarious, from Jersey City. He was being in the courtroom, but he explaining like the expressions on the jury's face, the jurors' faces and shit like I don't believe y'all in here playing with us like this. Like, why are we still sitting here? We got jobs, man. Like, I understand y'all did what y'all wanted to do. Y'all tarnished y'all tarnished his names. Y'all took half his money. Y'all did it already. But I'm almost guaranteeing that Puffy gonna walk on everything, gun charges, everything. Because once they even said something about the gun charges, it was the New York district attorney. She was like, yeah, because it's illegal, and his lawyers cross-examined him was like, y'all found them guns in Florida. You know, Florida open carry case like state. Y'all didn't find them guns in New York, so y'all shouldn't even bring that up in this courtroom. Right? Y'all couldn't tell who the guns belonged to. The rifles was broke down. Y'all don't know who. Y'all ain't check for fingerprint, DNA, and none of that. Y'all don't know who the guns belong to. So y'all ain't do y'all job. And it's not illegal to carry in the state of Florida. And they took that off that was the quickest part of the trial, the guns. And I thought the guns was gonna finish. I said, yeah, he might go down for the gun. That was the quickest part of the trial. They said they 2 minutes. They said they 2 minutes. That was it. Enough with the guns. This shit is more about exposing Diddy being a creep. They don't want nobody to work with this nigga no more. They want all the women to see how harsh he is to women, how he talk to them, because they know a lot of his fan base came from women. We get it. Y'all putting the belt to him. They putting the belt to him. Don't get it twisted like I'm saying Diddy free. No, he getting the belt put to him. He getting the belt put to him because they're exposing a lot of dirt. A lot of dirt. And they thought the smoking gun was going to be Kid Cudi Carter. I know they thought that was going to be the smoking gun, but there's no DNA, no fingerprints, no evidence that Puffy was even at Kid Cudi house. They said, you got it on videotape, tape, anything like no. They said no. His lawyers come up there and say, so Kid Cudi, you was aware. Did you ever file charges on who you thought was the cup? Because they did file fingerprints on the cup or something like that. That was a female's. He said, oh, no, I don't know nothing about that.
You see his face fly?
Imagine
you're doing that same face in front of the jury and the judge. Did that little move right there?
The examiner, the cross-examination, they was so on his ass though. He's like, no, I ain't know that. So the Fed that collected the evidence, or the officer that collected the evidence from the burning car, he said, yeah, it was definitely some fingerprints, 2 sets of fingerprints. Oh, but we can't find it no more. So why is you even saying, oh, I think Diddy? First of all, he never said Diddy had nothing to do with nothing. He said, I think he had something to do with it. What is going on? What kind of court is this?
Mickey Mouse.
Yo, I swear to God, and it's funny. And I'm waiting because they still saying got a whole bunch of witnesses. I'm still waiting. But when that girl got up there yesterday, and I'm talking about this internet went crazy. Diddy is through. They exposed more secrets, this, that, and the third. All it's saying is AUSA. That's just saying is the district attorney was the one questioning. I'm looking to see where Diddy lawyer is at. Cross-examination ain't even happened yet. Cross-examination happened and she get caught in 3 lies. And everybody going crazy, but you don't see nobody saying that. I think it's a public, not even public. I think it's a joint effort. All these media outlets, I think not their goal, that they're being told to target this nigga, like to expose him, all his dirt. Any dirt you hear about him, put it on your page. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna kill him.
They're gonna do best they can do, right?
In that post, it looked like Cassie was basically saying she was looking for a way out. And
she looking for the money. Ain't nobody got money like Diddy and Puff. I mean, ain't nobody got money like Diddy and Jay-Z. Just think about that. Them the 2 richest niggas in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Jay-Z already taken. She testifying for you, Cassie, or she testifying against you?
I think she got Diddy and she just got too much more than she had bargained for.
She wasn't ready for that animalistic lifestyle.
Nah, I don't think she was ready for that.
The thing is this, at one point, Diddy was actually saying, we need to stop this. Like, y'all gotta go back to her testimony. At one point, he was saying, we need to stop this,
60 seconds.
We gotta stop this. We gotta do better. We gotta, you know what I'm saying? We out here. I ain't gonna care. I start running my mouth. I'm a Motor EMS. The Hat Knots mascot. 1-4 for the Band of Brothers. 1-4 for the Barcode Boys. called Chronicles. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. I say it every day. Get over there to that YouTube. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. And we will get back to you. I see a lot of people in the comments everywhere. TikTok. I see the comments. We gonna get to you. Love y'all. And I'm out. I see y'all tomorrow. Freestyle Friday review.
Already know. I am Steven with the V, and the V stands for victory. Hulk Hogan with the slogan, I ain't even joking. Knicks on the clock tonight. Tibbs, what you gonna do? This might be your last night in New York City. I'm gonna be taking the Knicks tonight. Catch us Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. every day. We're about 6 days away from our birthday celebration. Still don't know what we're doing yet. I know what we're doing already, but everybody don't know. I once again will advise everyone to be in Atlanta by Thursday of next week. But if you get there Friday, Saturday, you're not late.
Say that.
Hey, yo, Fly Global, Mr. Everywhere You Ain't Never There. I am the Jersey representative in the South. And I just want to say, look, man, Freestyle Friday tomorrow, man. We got some new hot artists, man. We doing some music reviews tomorrow. We got some dope artists. I make sure y'all tap in tomorrow, man. Sub, man. Send them pics up, man. Love y'all, love y'all, love y'all, love y'all. Thank y'all.
Love y'all.
Peace.
You niggas can't walk the path that I walk. Niggas can't do the things that I do. Niggas can't live the way that I live. Might not be the same result for you.
I'm about halfway to nowhere, and I know what I gotta do. I'm about 3 steps forward, and I just need gotta go. I need love, I need patience. Take me back to the basics. I just need one more shot at living. I just need one more shot like Pippin.
Niggas can't walk the path that I walk. Niggas can't do the things that I do. Niggas can't live the way that I live. Might not be the same result for you.